Hello everyone, I'm giving myself some talking head exposure today. For you listeners, that means I got a close-up shot of myself, like really close. And something I really do not like is myself on camera, myself in photos, or in general. So I'm trying to expose myself. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I'm trying to expose this feeling to myself so that I can feel like this is normal. Because this is something I enjoy doing, but it scares me a lot. So, doing the best I can to make myself feel good, like sit in a position where I feel like I look good while I talk, because I feel like I have nothing of importance to say. So I'm like, why am I doing this? And actually, I'm really mad at myself. Like today, I set up my camera like 3 times, and then I was like, damn, God, I feel like such an influencer right now. Even though I don't, I'm not an influencer, but I felt like one setting it up. And I'm like, what am I doing? Going through this 10-minute setup just to do this. And it felt odd. But I feel better now. Now that the camera's rolling, I feel good. Yeah. I'm not gonna be giving out any advice today if I'm gonna be honest. So I feel like I'm full of advice, but today I'm just not. I've been very stuck in my own ways. Stuck in my old ways, sorry. I've been doom scrolling for most of my weekend. And don't get me wrong, I've been productive. I've been doing all the things that I would normally do, and like kind of hunkering down, doing the chores. Basically, I'm just doing the basics. I like doing chores that instead of being lazy, I'm doing them. And then the rest of the day, I just doom scroll, and it just puts me in this massive rut. Now, if I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of things that I do want to fix about me. And the biggest one is my appearance and my voice, but I can't really do that. I have to just live with it. And that part sucks. But yeah, I'm very mad at myself today. And I've been thinking about this in my YouTube channel all day, and I'm like, yes, but that video isn't cool enough. Yes, but that video isn't important enough whenever I get ideas. So I just scratch them. And we end up here talking bad about myself about it. And that's my fault. That's completely my fault. Like, no one's making me feel bad about myself. I don't know. I almost wish I could just give it up so that I could feel better. But I can't give it up. I'm trying new things every day. One of them being consistently changing my appearance to make myself more confident. Seeing what I like. Is that even focusing on me? It's not. There we go. Yeah, changing my appearance to see what I like. I really do. I tell myself I like this, and then whenever I do it, I hate myself for it. But I think I like the results, and nothing else gives me the same feeling. Maybe that's what it is. I don't take rejection very well. You know, that's what it is. I don't take rejection at all. I just do things. And not even in a good way. There's a good way to not take rejection, but I don't feel like I take I make myself hide instead of taking the rejection, which kind of sucks. I think that's why I don't accomplish as much as other people. Maybe that's why I'm so sad. Because I'm not accomplishing anything. I'm not pushing myself as hard as I tell other people to. I want to move on from this feeling. And I know what I have to do. I know what needs to be done. And I know that this is not what I want to do forever. I don't want to be the dude that talks to himself in front of a camera. Like you saw my episodes with my sisters. It was a little bit awkward. It's because we're behind a camera, otherwise it's fine. It's clearly the camera. But it's not that I don't want to do this, it's that I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make myself feel good about it. So I'm wondering if... Actually, you know what sparked my inspiration today? I've been very on the fence about it. That's my term lately, is on the fence. Because Austin McBroom, he's this social media influencer. He made some dude was making a POV, taking a Polaroid of him, and it was really awkward. I won't lie. It was like with the Meta glasses, and I was like, "This is so weird." And then at the very end, he's like, "What advice do you have for other, you know?" And I'm like, "He's like, I'm trying to grow my page." I'm like, "Oh, he's gonna ask him for like a follow or something." I think that's weird. And then he's like, "I want to grow my page. What advice would you give to me?" And he said, consistency. And I know it sounds bad, but it's consistency. He's like, "Well, I want to vlog, but I'll be honest, I don't want to try that. It's because I don't know if I'm good at it. I'll look good." Or he said something like, I don't know if I'll look good or something like that. And Austin McBroom said that, he said, "You can't worry about that. You just gotta," because you'll get in your own way. I like to think of my life in metaphors or analogies. And in a way, it's like me getting in my own way. Like I'm hiking down a path, and I'm stepping in front of myself. "Don't go further. Don't go further." You're like, "What? Why? There's a waterfall at the end. Don't go further." And you're literally just in front of yourself. Like, you're your own damn reason. So you know what? I'm gonna make this promise to myself. I'm going to make a video tomorrow about my car, just giving a quick rundown on what's done to it, what mods are done to it, and just explaining why it's a good car. And I'll just make it that simple, because in my head, that to me sounds like, oh, that's boring, not everyone likes cars. There's really not much to it. It's not cool enough of a video. But that's also coming from the mindset of me thinking I have to have a master hit for every freaking video that I post. Flipping video that I post. I don't know, dude. I keep like not wanting to make these podcasts, and then I'm like, I don't talk enough. But I sit there and I talk to myself in my room all day. And I know that I like listening to people talk when I'm alone on my days off, like on podcasts. So I'll just put something in my ear and I'm like, dude, if one of my friends did this, I would listen to it every time. This new camera is way different. I'm about 10 minutes in. You know, okay, let me break down right now, not cry, because yeah, that's not for right now. If I look at myself I can tell you everything wrong. I can tell you everything wrong with what you're viewing right here. But I almost cannot tell you one single good thing about this. And that's what bothers me. Is because there's nothing wrong with me right here. But there is something wrong with my mindset and that white suburban dad there, but you're doing fine, kid. This is great. I do a lot of things over time to make myself more confident. I feel like that's just the progression of a normal person. But over the years, it's new job, new job, new job. And the new job always teaches you more. You learn from more people. You gain more friends. And I don't know. From there, you just try other things. Try more clothes, cut your hair differently, eat different foods, eat better. That I have not been eating good because I've been a little bit sad, but that's no excuse. That's no excuse. Like right after this, I have no intention to eat healthy, but also right after this, I have nothing better to do. So that is the problem. And something I do want to touch on, I've never touched on, but it does affect me like 90% of my life, like all of my life, is poor planning. I always procrastinate to the last second. Every time I film a podcast, I'm like, what should it be about? What should it be about? And I sit there and try to plan it in my head for hours. And then I do it right before sunset. And then it gets really dark, like it is now. And there's no problem with that. It kind of gives it a vibe. But it angers me because I'm like, why did I, every single time, I'm like, why did I push it to the last second? Why did I push it? And I still do it. And that happens with everything, with work, with hanging out with people, making plans. I'm like, I don't know what to choose. I don't know what to choose. And I don't know. I push myself a little bit further than I'd like to. Instead of just making a simple decision and doing, which everyone I know fucking does. Not me. I'm like, the indecision thing is a real thing. Like not being able to decide on one thing. But there's a lot right with this. Like, I remember when I told you to write down something happy about, something positive about yourself. Let me take this moment to do something good for myself. You look great. Your eyebrows are great. You've never touched them and they look great. You got somewhat clear skin. Your mustache is almost there. I have no intention to grow out my facial hair. I cut it every time, like I shaved it today, and then I cut this as short as I could do it without shaving, because this looks god awful if I shave it, especially with a tan line. But my low-key goal is to have everything shaved all the time, but I want to wait till I'm like 60 pounds heavier, 50 pounds heavier. I'm very harsh on myself. Maybe not 50. Like 30 pounds heavier. Consistency, consistency, consistency. This is just a small episode. I guess they're all pretty small. I try not to break over the line of like half an hour or an hour, because like an hour feels like too much for something like this. I do want to interview people that I really like admire and look up to. Or not even that. No, don't get me wrong. I want to get to. But I want to interview and just talk to people like Wizzle and Diesel. I'm going to call that right now. I'm going to talk to that dude. He's just such a crazy dude. I mean, I don't agree with everything he says, but he goes out and does it. he does what he says he'll do. Shit, why can't I? Dude, when I'm rich, I'm getting half of my tattoos removed. I mean, or covered up. I just don't like half my tattoos. Okay, that's all.